Hello guys, welcome to the reverence channel. So in today's video we are going to be talking about this boom and crash scalping strategy. Okay, so with this strategy is also used for small accounts. Okay, if you have a small account, then this strategy is going to help you grow that your small account into a bigger one. Okay, so with this strategy right here, you are going to have everything in about the strategy, including settings and how you can use this strategy. Okay, so what you want to do, just make sure that you watch this video to the end, because I'm going to be showing you guys when you should not trade or when using the strategy. I'm going to tell you guys when you should not trade and when you should trade. Everything is going to be discussed on this strategy. So if you are new to the FS channel, please we are on road to hit 5k subscribers. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on post notification. Anytime I post strategy, you guys will be aware. Okay, so with that being said, let's proceed with the strategy. Now let's talk about the settings of the strategy, then we dive into how you can use the strategy. Now first thing you want to do is just go to your indicator window. Okay, so when you get there, you click on it. Now this is all the indicator we are going to be using for the strategy. Okay, so to make it a lot more easier for a new for a new person that is new to trading, then I'm going to delete everything up. So we are going to be adding it one after the other. Now the first indicator we are going to be adding is the Bollinger Bands. So how do we add this up? You just have to click on this F icon right here. So when you click on it, it's going to direct it to where you are going to add your indicators. Okay, so the first indicator is the Bollinger Bands. Now you click on it and this is properties for the Bollinger Bands. Now the period is 40, the division is 2.00, shift is 0, apply to close, and for the style, use any color of your choice and then click on save. Then you're going to have your Bollinger Bands in your chart. Now moving on to the next indicator, do the same thing by clicking on this F icon right here. So we click on it, scroll down, search for RSI, which you can see it right here, and we click on it. Now for the RSI, the period is 7, apply to close. Now for the levels, we need the 10, 90, 15, and 85 levels. Then use any color of your choice for the levels, then go back and then click on save right here. So make sure you set your RSI style as your background color, then click on save, and you're going to have your RSI in your chart. Now moving on to the next indicator, so click on this F icon right here. So when we click on this F icon, the next indicator we're going to be adding is the MACD. Okay, so this is the MACD right here. So click on the MACD and this properties for the MACD. The fast EMA is 12, the slow EMA is 26, and the MACD SMA is 6. Apply to close. And for the main, we are going to be using the blue color. Use any color of your choice. And for the signal, make sure it's set as your background color. Then click on save, and you're going to have your MACD in your chart. Now moving on to the last but not the least indicator. So we click on this F icon right here. We scroll down, search for Ichimoku, which you can see it right here. We click on it, and this is the properties for the Ichimoku. Now the Tension is 1, the Kijunsen is 5, the Bambi is 40. Don't apply it to price field. And for the style, we need the Tension to be as any color of your choice. So we only use the Tension and the Kijunsen color. Okay, the rest should be as your background color. Now click on save, and you're going to have all the indicators you need for this strategy. Now the first thing I want to discuss is when are you not going to be taking trades with this strategy. Okay, so not all the time you see the okay, let's first talk about strategy before I talk about when you should not take a trade with the strategy. Okay, now how do you now take a trade with the strategy? So as you all know, we know that right here on the 90 or 85 levels of the RSI stand for the oversold level, and the 15 and the 10 level stands for the overbought level, which means that if you are trading on boom, you are going to be looking to trade at the at the 90 or 85 levels. And if you are trading on crash, we are looking to trade at the 10 or 15 levels. That is the area that you need to note. Now we are trading at the 90 levels. Now how do we now enter a trade with this strategy? First thing you want to make sure that you see is that you want to make sure that we see both the Ichimoku and the MACD to come straight to the 90 levels, okay, which you can clearly see it right at this area. So after this, then we want to see something clearly, okay, so we want to make sure that we see the MACD volume to touch the 90 levels. We also want to see the Ichimoku to also touch the 90 levels. Everything is right at this area. So after the touches, when we are looking for one thing, what is that thing that you are looking for? Is you want to see the crossover to happen. Okay, which means that the Ichimoku has crossed over each other. You can clearly see it right at this area. The Ichimoku cross over each other right here. So after the cross, then the next thing we are looking for is when we are going to enter our trades. Now after you see the cross happens, then we want to now look into our Bollinger Band. This Bollinger Band is what's going to give us go ahead if we should be enter for the trade or we should not. Now now what does the Bollinger Band tell us? The Bollinger Band has to now the spike has to come outside the Bollinger Band, which you can see it right here. The Bollinger Band has to come out, the price has to come outside the Bollinger Band. After the price come outside the Bollinger Band, everything is right at this spike right here. This spike right here is what caused the price to move outside the Bollinger Band. Now after the price move outside the Bollinger Band, then the next thing we are expecting is more. We are now want to see the price now break back and close inside the Bollinger Band. After it move out of the Bollinger Band, it has come back and close inside of it. Now after the price close inside of it, then we are going to now be looking for entries. Now let me zoom so you guys can see. So this is the spike that break outside the Bollinger Band, and this is the candle that's closed inside the Bollinger Band. Now after this candle right here, we just have to cut 3 candles. This is the first candle, the second candle, and the third candle. So what is going to be our entry? Our entry is now going to be right at this candle. So this is the candle we are going to be entering our trade with. Now after we enter our trade at that candle, then we are now going to be targeting the this area right here. Okay, so this area we are going to be aiming for, and if you are a type of trader that is very patient enough, you can just target this area right here. This area right here, you can just target the third line of the Bollinger Bands. Okay, so that is how you are going to be trading with this strategy. Now what you are now need to understand is that it's not every time you see the MACD and the Ichimoku come to the 90 levels, not all the time you are going to be taking a trade. Okay, why? Because now you can clearly see something right here. Now after both the Ichimoku and the MACD touch the 90 levels, you can see that there is no spike that break outside the Bollinger Bands. Okay, so once you see that, then that is no area. You are not going to be entering any trade. You just wait for another opportunity. Okay, you have to understand that that is what's going to save you from a loss. Okay, so that's how you can use this strategy, guys, and same thing applicable on crash as well. So you just have to follow the rules of the strategy. Okay, and the rules is that you just have to wait for the Bollinger Bands and just have to wait for the Ichimoku and the MACD to come to the 15 levels. When they get to 15 levels, then you want to see the crossover to happen right here. After the crossover, then you look into your Bollinger Bands. Does the spike break outside the Bollinger Bands? Yes, it break outside the Bollinger Bands. If a spike does not break outside the Bollinger Bands, then we are not going to be entering for a trade. This spike that break below, this is the spike that break outside the Bollinger Bands, and this is the candle that close inside the Bollinger Bands. After that candle, we count 3 candles and then enter at the fourth one. So as simple as that, guys. So that's how you're going to be using strategy to take a trade. If I enter this trade right at this area, then you can see how the candle is moving right now. So if you are to take profit, you're going to take a profit when the candle is almost close to the next Bollinger Bands line. So as simple as that, guys. So I hope you guys find this very helpful. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on post notification and type posting strategy. You guys will be aware. Thank you, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.